Oh, hi. Yeah, I've been busy outside the last couple of days. Spring is springing, you know? Gotta get them plants in the ground. Host of the Majority Report, Sam Seder, participated in Jubilee's Surrounded. They surround someone who has a certain set of beliefs with 20 people with supposedly opposite beliefs, and they argue it out. It's a thing. Now, typically at the end of these things, both sides, they kind of get their licks in, you know. Not this time. It went so bad that the right wingers out there in the ether have decided that Sam Seder is a right winger, and that the conservatives were the liberals or the left side of this argument. So the old saying is often wrong, never in doubt. The right wing of the political spectrum in the United States of America has officially taken this to new heights. Like moths to a flame or flies to shit. They just kept running out there and saying, hey, I'm a fucking idiot. And I can't do it justice. I don't have the time. I'm not as smart as Sam. I urge you to go watch this video. Find it. Search something like Jubilee Surrounded Sam Seder and watch the Majority Report tomorrow. Check it out. Noon Eastern.
The executive orders that Trump gave were DEIA orders that had to do with agencies that have nothing to do with the military.
Yes, they do. Yes, they absolutely do.
The FDA, they just revoked the ability of the Air Force to teach Air Force members about the Tuskegee Airmen.
Well,
like, what are we talking about here?
Okay, well,
honestly, like they're rewriting history.
Well, that's your perspective, right? But at the end of the day, if a person...
Tuskegee Airmen, we can all agree, existed, right?
Just listen, DEI essentially provides tax cuts for the end of the year when you create your tax returns. They give you a tax credit for hiring someone who is black or a person of color. I don't know if you knew that.
In these agencies?
In agencies, in private
in government
businesses.
Agencies, they don't get tax cuts for hiring people
and
of
the
color.
other thing I wanted
this is to protect people from discrimination. DEIA does not is not.
It's based on merit. DEI emphasizes color, skin color, physical attributes.
It says that the people who work in your agency, it's about anti-discrimination.
Discrimination against what?
Against people who may have different cultural mores, may have different.
But that's irrelevant to a job, right? It should be based on merit. And that is the emphasis
People
here.
get hired as a merit, but if the DEIA, I'm talking about Trump's rescission of these orders
on these agencies. If you received a tax cut as an employer, wouldn't you hire a person of color?
Dude,
if you could pay them less?
Listen, we're talking about government agencies that do not get tax cuts. They don't. Government agencies.
They don't.
No,
yes, they do. They absolutely do.
I'm talking about
every private and public sector gets tax cuts when you hire a person of color.
Government agencies don't pay taxes. Government agencies are funded by the government.
That is not true. That is not true. And you know what? I think the whole juxtapose of this entire conversation.
What month is this?
This is January.
Okay, so we can agree on that. The FDA does not pay taxes. It does not get a tax cut because it doesn't pay taxes. DEIA forces them as an agency to say, if you have a job opening, you must do your best efforts to make sure that every part of society...
I love me a buzzword. You must do your best effort.
And there it is. Look at it. The face of abject stupidity. He doesn't think the FDA, a government agency, gets a tax cut for hiring whoever. He knows it. Yeah, this whole thing is just like this. Watch it.